I woke up next morning knowing I need to confess my sins, but it's not going to be hard because no matter what direction I approach Belgrade from, there is one mighty landmark you won't able to miss. Let me introduce you to Church of Saint Sava, the pillar of Serbian faith. The church is dedicated to Saint Sava, the founder of Serbian Orthodox Church, and built on the presumed location of his grave. Its total height reaches astounding 82 meters, with the dome being 70 meters high, and the main gold-plated cross giving an additional 12-meter height. There are more than 49 bells in the bell towers and over 18 gold-plated crosses on its dome. The central dome resembles that of Hagia Sophia, after which it has been modeled, and weighs is 4,000 tons, and its lifting was the greatest achievement of the construction process. The lifting itself took over 40 days. The Church of Saint Sava is named after the founder of Serbian Orthodox Church, and this is one of the largest Orthodox churches and one of the largest churches complex in the world. The interior mosaic, a donation from Russia, with the initial decoration of the dome being presented in 2016 by Russian President Vladimir Putin. The mosaic has been designed by the artist Nikolai Ivanovich Muchin from the Russian Academy of Arts. Next, I'm going to rediscover and touch the city's past history with a visit to monumental Belgrade Fortress on the white ridge above the confluence of Sava and the Danube, raising above the city and protecting it. Destroyed and rebuilt numerous times, the fortress has become the symbol of the city that keep rising and growing. Armies, peoples, and conquerors have left their mark, hence historical layers that were left by Romans, Serbs, Turks, Austro-Hungarians lying one beneath another. The Romans had built the first fortification in the 2nd century and later home to Roman legion which protected the area. It suffered devastation by the Goths, Huns, Avars, and Slavs. Sometime during that tumultuous times, the ancient Syncadunum was created. It was erected on the very same white ridge after which it was named Belgrade, which means White City. Today, the Belgrade Fortress comprises of upper and lower towns and vast field in front of the very fortress that Turks named Kalemegdan, joining the word Kel, which means city, fortress, and Megdan, the Turkish word for field. The most beautiful and most spacious park once used to be a field where battles are fought with enemies. Those of you who like to learn about the history of war, do not miss the opportunity to visit the military museum in the lower town. The best of all, it's free to visit the outdoor collections, but it only costs $2 if you want to check out the other 3,000 ancient and modern items, which includes Roman swords and helmets, Greek helmets and daggers, Serbian heavy knight armors, axe, shields, helmets, crossbows, armor gloves, as well as Western medieval weapons. For outdoor exhibits, there's no shortage of armored tanks, more tanks, more tanks. Also canyons, more canyons. You got the idea. But I really don't like wars. It's